That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Massie has lost in a landslide defeat to Ed Gallerine, who is now the Republican candidate for the Trump plus 40 district in Kentucky 4. It's over. One of the most insufferable members of Congress, somebody who has annoyed me till kingdom come, and I'll show you why. Again, this has now been officially called. Decision Desk Headquarters has called this decision made tonight at 7:41 p.m., approximately 1 hour after the polls closed. It's over. Thomas Massie can now go onto the speaking circuit for failed libertarians. And let me explain why this is nothing personal against Thomas Massie, as everybody tries to make this so personal. It has to do with practicality. It has to do with the reality of wanting to win. I want to win. I have a family. I have children. I want the Republican Party to win. I want Trump to win. Thomas Massie doesn't. Let me explain really quickly here why this is a good thing. This is Thomas Massie's Kentucky 4th Congressional District. Trump won it by 40 points. Let me repeat that. Trump won it by nearly 40 points. This is one of the strongest Trump districts in the entire country. Thomas Massie represents it. Yet Thomas Massie refuses to vote with President Trump or for President Trump's administration, their accomplishments, any of their major administration agenda items. Thomas Massie is constantly against. This is something that has been exposed by President Trump himself, by J.D. Vance, by Stephen Miller. It doesn't matter what it is. If Republicans need Thomas Massie on a vote, Thomas Massie will play the Democrat. Thomas Massie votes with Democrats 1 out of every 4 votes. That makes him the most Democrat member of the Republican caucus. He should just man up and switch parties and then try and run in a Trump plus 40 district. He'd never dare. He'd rather go on TV and say that President Trump's administration is the Epstein administration.
Still in with the Epstein class. This is the Epstein administration, and they're attacking me for trying to get these files released.
And again, I'm going to say President Trump has not been accused of anything criminal here.
When you have to be corrected by the fake news corporate media that Donald Trump has sued, Donald Trump settled out of court for like $30 million from ABC News, and you have to be corrected on that. It's pathetic. You're calling Trump's administration the Epstein administration. Stephen Miller taking Thomas Massie to the Woodhouse, explaining exactly what Thomas Massie actually stands for. The architect.
Very important subject.
This is the architect of MAGA. This is the architect of President Trump's policies, right, in the White House. The accomplishments of President Trump in the White House is from Stephen Miller. He never does videos like this. Listen.
This is how Tom Massie betrayed America, betrayed you, and betrayed your children. The single most important issue affecting the future of our country is ending the mass third world invasion of America and reversing that invasion. And on the most important issue, on the most important vote, on the most important bill, on the most important day, Tom Massie sided with every House Democrat, every Senate Democrat, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer against President Trump, against the American people, and against you and your family. When the time came to vote for President Trump's signature border security and immigration enforcement bill, the bill to provide record funding for ICE and Border Patrol and mass deportation, Tom Massie voted no. Tom Massie voted to kill the bill. Tom Massie sided with the House and Senate Democrats over the sovereignty of this republic.
So this is how you get the results like tonight, okay? This and one final thing, J.D. Vance explaining what it's like to work with Thomas Massie.
And Thomas was one of the people I was working closest with it. But that's one thing. Being independent, having your own opinions is one thing. Voting against the party on every single issue, you're eventually going to make too many enemies.
Yep.
And that is the problem that Thomas has had. It's not one issue. It's not 3 or 4 issues. It's that every time that we've needed Thomas for a vote, he has been completely unwilling to provide it.
There you go. And that's what playing politics is. This is what I tried to explain this morning, and everyone lost their mind on me. I don't think I've ever had so many reply guys up in my mentions talking about this post right here that did pretty good numbers, 500,000 views here, 3,000 reposts, but 4,000 4,000 comments, and everyone's saying, "Oh, you betrayed us. You betrayed it." What are you talking about, bro? I'm posting that clip of J.D. Vance Being asked about Thomas Massie, he's saying Thomas Massie betrays his party. This is the Vice President of the United States, the President of the United States, and then the architect of all MAGA policy, Stephen Miller, saying Thomas Massie cannot be counted on. He votes against us. He votes with Democrats. He is not a Republican. Now, let me be just totally pragmatic here. And by the way, this is the voter totals right now, the projected winner you can see here, not just Decision Desk, but also NBC News. So now multiple people have called it. Again, we are recording right now at the present time, 60% of the voters, the vote casts are in. Thomas Massie is losing by a astonishing almost 10.8 points here. It's probably going, that's probably going to widen. Frankly, there's an update right there. 46%, 54%, an absolutely dominant performance. And it's been called now by NBC News, the projected winner here, Ed Gallerine. I got so much hell for this. I am just explaining to you the pragmatic politics of it. As I said, I don't know Thomas Massie. Everyone tries to make it so damn personal. Everyone has gotten so overly emotional, so effeminate lately. I don't know Thomas Massie. I'm sad that his wife died. I think that's too bad. I feel bad for the guy. All right? I don't know him. I don't talk with him. He's never been on the show. I don't think I've ever met him. So I got nothing personal against him. I got something against a guy who comes from a Trump plus 40 district and won't vote with the president. Because what that is a betrayal of your constituents. So I don't care what you say about AIPAC. I don't care what you say about foreign dollars. I agree with you. Get all foreign money out of American politics. All of it. All of it. Every dollar from Israel, every dollar from Qatar, every dollar from Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, Russia, China. It should all evaporate. Everyone should go to prison that took that money. Take all foreign money out of politics. Charge everybody who's taken foreign money under FARA, okay, as far as I'm concerned. That's my stance on it. So if you think I'm being paid or some shill, that's what I believe, all right? This is not about that. Everyone's trying to make it some little niche issue thing. It is about the greater reality of politics. Thomas Massie betrayed his Trump plus 40 district by constantly being a thorn in the president's side, by not backing him. And when you have such thin margins in the House, Thomas Massie literally could have been the spoiler on every single Trump agenda item. Thank God they were able to get it passed, but by much thinner margins. And now you can see Thomas Massie at 100%, 0% chance that Thomas Massie wins. Now, on Polymarket, Gallerine, 100% President Trump. Dominant. I was under the impression that MAGA was dead. Wait a second. All these smart people told me MAGA's dead. Told me that Trump had no more juice, no more fuel in the tank. Fuel's too expensive, by the way. But no, sure enough, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump winning again. Bill Cassidy out. Ken Paxton endorsed. John Cornyn out soon. Thomas Massie out. All of the Indiana state legislators out. The senators, those cucks. The Bush dynasties, the Cheney dynasties, the Pence dynasties, the Romney dynasties, the McCain dynasties are all dead. They're dead. They're done. And now Thomas Massie, scum, is gone. And I call him scum because that's what you... Listen, dude, you can never find a Democrat. Find me a Kamala plus 40 district where the Democrat votes a quarter of the time with Republicans. Are you kidding me? That person would be sent to Guantanamo Bay to be, to live forever in a penal colony in Antarctica by the Democrat Party. They would never let that person survive politically. So, horrible Congressman Thomas Massie put out an old endorsement of me, scumbag till the end, and said, and is an old endorsement from Donald Trump years ago. This is Trump, very rare statement here on X. Trump normally only on Truth Social posting, but he has been rage Truth Social posting about Thomas Massie, obviously. And been going hard after everybody who's been in favor of Thomas Massie, going hard after Thomas Massie. This is just the post from today, President Trump. So anyway, let's just say this. Politics is a war zone. Politics is a team sport. In a war, if you don't side with the team, you're going to get slaughtered, okay? So you either join your team and fight with your team or get kicked out, lose, right? Get left in the mud. That's what happens in war. So that's what happened here. Thomas Massie left in the mud where he belongs. Now he can now he can go read the Epstein files, till his live long day. right? And do as many corporate. I look forward to Thomas Massie on The View because that's what comes next. Whatever, dude. Okay. Again, as I've said, nothing personal against Thomas Massie. All these loud political people, yap, 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 all these people barking, they bark the loudest. They're new here. I've been doing this for 2 decades. All right? So let me tell you a little something. Cold hard truth to all you people popping off at me today. Politics is war. Don't betray your team in a war. Betray your team in a war, get left in the gutter. All right? This is war. We have to win. And Thomas Massie, I'm glad that he lost. All right? That's what happens. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. MAGA is strong.